Ultra. Ginger Runner. What's up, everybody? Ethan Newberry here for another GingerRunner.com review, and today I'm reviewing the Altra Torin. What? But not only am I reviewing the Altra Torin, I'm also reviewing the Lone Peak 1.5. If you'd like to watch the review for this, go ahead and click it. Click that shoe. Yeah, go watch that one. And 3, 2, 1. Well, I'm glad you guys stayed, because this is the Altra Torin. This is their cushioned road shoe. Fairly light, fairly soft. This was designed as one of their long-distance training shoes. It has that extra bit of cushioning in that midsole material. They wanted to be able to provide some more cushioning for you on those long runs, more comfort. Did Altra deliver on the Torin package? Let's find out in today's review. Things that I like about the Altra Torin. The wide toe box. All Altra shoes have this wonderful wide toe box that definitely allows your toes to splay. It gives you plenty of room up front. This shoe was designed for the natural runners in all of us. They really want you to free those toes, build up the muscles in the foot, and dial in that natural running form. And guess what? It totally works. I love the wide toe box. 0 drop. All Altras, 0 drop. That means 0 millimeters difference between the heel to toe. In this particular case, they took that 0 drop platform and raised it up a couple of millimeters with this midsole material. A little extra cushioning in there. But I really love 0 drop shoes. Not only is it said or believed to reduce injuries, but I personally think it just helps for a more efficient stride. I like it. Cushion. This particular shoe is cushioned more than other Altras. Midsole material is a bit softer as well, a lot softer than the Lone Peak 1.5 actually. And in the cases when you're running long, that definitely helps. Seamless upper. This upper has a nice little shield of fabric on the inside that prevents all seams, all stitching from causing any sort of irritation on your foot, and it feels great. Reduced rubber outsole. I actually appreciate the fact that they took rubber out of parts of this outsole, most definitely to reduce weight, but they're also in lower wear areas, so you're really not going to get any benefit from having rubber in those areas when you have it in the areas where you really need it. You still get plenty of traction, even in wet conditions, so hey, anything to save weight is an A-okay in my book. So that's it for things that I like. Here are things that I dislike about the Altra Torin. Stiff. It's the same problem I had with the Lone Peak 1.5. This particular shoe, the Torin, is still very stiff. It only bends in one particular place right across the midfoot, which is fine and where it should be, but it doesn't flex anywhere else. And that, in a 0 drop shoe, is a problem for me. I need a shoe that can flex with my foot. Stiff EVA. Now, the EVA midsole material that they're using in the Torin is a little bit stiffer than I like. While it is a more cushioned shoe, you really can't take a lot of the benefit from that extra cushioning because your foot doesn't utilize all of it. Again, this is a similar problem that I have with the Lone Peak 1.5. I think that midsole material is just really stiff. It feels much denser than a typical EVA material. Therefore, it might be more responsive, but in a shoe that's marketed as an extra cushioned shoe, I should feel like my feet are wrapped in blankets of butter. In this particular case, I don't feel any butter. Thick upper. Now, while the upper is comfortable because it is seamless, it's thick. The material that they're using is this thick netted material, almost reminiscent of a very, very early Newton. This synthetic net material adds weight and thickness, and there's tons of thickness around the ankle. It's extremely padded. It feels like a skater shoe, just like the Lone Peak 1.5. I think there's just too much going on around the ankle. Unnecessary weight. This is also caused by that thick upper. It's caused by this thick tongue. There's this rubber cover over the toes, which I don't think is necessary at all. It just all contributes to a heavier shoe, but it could be so much less. So that's a problem when I can see things that can be improved to help reduce weight in a shoe. Laces. I think the laces are too thin. I think that the holes are too close together. It's the same problem I had with the Lone Peak 1.5. There are 7 holes for laces, which is very typical. Most running shoes do have the 7 holes, but in Altra shoes, what I'm finding is that the holes are compressed together, so they're not actually going down over the forefoot at all. They're staying right up here, almost along the ankle. Spread them out. And finally, stiff heel. I don't know what they use inside of this heel, but it is extremely stiff. You can't bend it any direction. I'm guessing concrete. They either use concrete or plastic, probably concrete. I like my shoes to be flexible in all areas, upper, outsole, midsole. This shoe just doesn't have it. So that is it as far as dislikes for the Altra Torin. While I do have qualms with this shoe, I still use it in my rotation. I really want to love this shoe more, so I continue to run in it. I know many of you have recommended, hey Ginger, you should run in the Altra Torin. It's amazing, it changed my life. So I hate that I have problems with it. I really want to love it, but I just can't yet. I do know that Altra is working on a number of new models of shoes. They're coming out very, very soon, in fact, and I can't wait to see what those shoes are all about and what they're like and what they've changed. But with this particular shoe, it just doesn't excite me like I want it to. Okay, so before I move on, I need to get to the points. Quality, I give this shoe 3 out of 5. I had to dock it for a couple of quality issues. The thick upper, the stiff midsole and outsole, and just overall ride quality. Comfort, I'm gonna give it 4 out of 5, though it is borderline 3 to 4. I have to give it the benefit of the doubt because I do still use it in my rotation. I needed a 0 drop cushion shoe, and right now this is all that I have have in that department. Though, like I said, Altra does have alternatives that are coming out soon, hopefully. Price, I'm gonna give this shoe 3 out of 5. It's a $115 price point. I have the same problems with that as I did with the Lone Peak 1.5, and the fact that there are other shoes that I do prefer more than this shoe that are cheaper than this shoe. Kinvara's being one of them. Even the Newton Energy NR, which is a couple dollars more MSRP, can be found for a couple dollars less on sale, and I think that shoe can give you more than this shoe. Looks, I'm gonna give him 4 out of 5, though it is borderline 3 to 4. I don't mind the look of the shoe at all. I think it actually looks kind of cool. There's not many shoes that I like that are black, but in this particular one, it's black with some neon colors, and I enjoy that. I like it. It's good. I wear this. So that brings our total to 14 out of 20, which is not a terrible score for the Altra Torin. I think it's a pretty good shoe. It is still in my rotation, and I know many of you out there love this shoe. If you're doing the math, I gave 1 more point to this shoe over the Lone Peak 1.5. That is because I do prefer this shoe from Altra more than the Lone Peak 1.5. This one I still use in my rotation. The Lone Peak I rarely use in my rotation. So remember, if you would like to go see the review that I did for the Lone Peak 1.5, all you have to do is just click the shoe. Just click it. Just go ahead and click that. 3, 2, 1, and it's gone just like that. So today I really want to find out how many of you have actually run in Altra shoes or perhaps the Altra Torin. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of these shoes. I know a lot of you love them. Let me know why. And are there new models that you're really excited about? And that is it for today's review. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, like and favorite it and share it with your friends. If you didn't like the review, share it with your enemies. Bottom line, please subscribe to this channel. I'm posting new videos every single week. And you can find me on all the social networks. You can find me on Twitter @TheGingerRunner, over on Facebook, facebook.com/TheGingerRunner, Instagram @EthanNewberry, and of course, GingerRunner.com, where I post all my reviews, race reports, videos, everything. Right there in one beautiful little Ginger hub. I hope you guys are getting out there, training hard, racing harder, and partying hardest. I know I am. And that's a good thing. All right, this has been fun. You guys are amazing. Don't forget the hashtag #TrainRaceBeer. Okay, we'll see you guys next time. All right, bye.